My wife bought a weird old painting at a yard sale for $5 last night. A museum curator offered us $1.2 million for it. My wife Lauren has this habit that drives me crazy. She can't pass a yard sale without stopping. Our garage is a graveyard of other people's discarded junk as broken lamps. She's going to fix chairs missing legs that have good bones, and endless boxes of vintage kitchen gadgets no one has used since 1974. 3 months ago, on our way home from Breach, she spotted a yard sale in one of those old historic neighborhoods. I waited in the car showing through my phone while she did her usual treasure hunt. 20 minutes later, she returned with a dusty painting in an ugly frame. $5, she announced triumphantly, struggling to fit it in our compact car. It was honestly hideous, some dark gloomy landscape with weird proportions and faded colors. The frame was chipped and the canvas had a small tear in one corner. Where exactly are you planning to hang that monstrosity? I asked. In your office, it is character. Despite my protests, the painting ended up on my office wall where I spend the next 3 months staring at it during Zoom calls. My coworkers often joked about the creepy painting behind me. I considered accidentally damaging it beyond repair. Then last month, my company announced a fundraising galamuse at the local art museum. As we walked through the exhibition, Warren stopped abruptly in front of a display of American landscapes. Wait, she said, pulling out her phone. She showed me a photo of my office wall, zooming in on the yard sale painting. Does this look familiar? The style was unmistakably similar to the paintings we were viewing and works by a relatively obscure 19th century artist named Thomas Chambers. The museum had 3 of his works on display, each worth over $800,000. On a whim, Lauren emailed the museum curator that night, attaching photos of our painting. We assumed nothing would come of it. Most valuable finds turn out to be worthless copies or misattributions. Yesterday, the curator asked if she could see the painting in person. 3 hours after she arrived at our house, she was still there examining it under special lights, photographing details and making phone calls in hushed tones. This is an a Chambers, she finally announced. Based on the style, materials, and provenance research I've already started, I am confident in my assessment. She explained that the artist had a brief but significant period in American folk art, and only about 160 of his paintings have been cataloged. Museums actively seek his work, particularly his seascapes and landscapes. Our museum would like to offer you $1.2 million to acquire this for our permanent collection, she said matter-of-factly, as if discussing the weather. Later that night, lying awake in bed, I turned to Warren. How did you know? What made you pick that painting out of all the junk at that yard sale? She laughed. I thought it was weird, that's it. I liked how awkward it was, like it was painted by someone who'd heard about perspective but never quite figured it out. This morning, I helped Lauren load 6 boxes of yard sale finds into her car. She's taking them to donate at Goodwill. Makes you wonder what else we've been missing, she said. The curator is coming back tomorrow with Juan Pri and a team to properly transport the painting. Our financial advisor called with suggestions for the windfall. Meanwhile, I volunteered to drive next weekend when Warren wants to check out estate sales in the historic district. Sometimes the smartest financial decision isn't the one backed by research and expertise. Sometimes it's just stopping the car when your spouse spots a yard sale sign, even when you are tired and want to go home. And sometimes the best investment strategy is simply appreciating the weird things that catch someone else's eye.